This video is sponsored by Supply Handlers.
Medical done, contract ready, 4-year deal, Konate to Real Madrid. Here we go, completed.
Madrid backed away from Konate months ago. The deal looked dead. Then Liverpool failed to renew him. He became available again, and suddenly Madrid came back fast. Now Fabrizio Romano says the deal is basically done, pending Madrid's election result. So why return now? Because this is an opportunity too big to pass up. 1. Madrid are desperate for centre-back reinforcements. Madrid are not going back for Konate just because he is a famous name. They are going back because the defense needs help now. For the last 2 seasons, Madrid's backline has been stretched too many times. Militao has been injured, Alaba has already left the club, Rudiger is still important and just renewed, but he's getting older. He can still lead the defense. Then there are the younger options. Dean Huijsen is exciting, Asensio has shown promise, Joan Martinez could become important in the future, but that is the key word, future. Madrid need more than a bright future. They need a defender who can step in right away. That is why Konate suddenly makes sense again. He is not a young project who needs 3 years to grow. He is already tested. He has played in the Premier League. He has played in the Champions League. He has defended in big matches under big pressure, next to big players. Madrid are building a new defense, but they cannot build it only with kids and aging veterans. They need someone in the middle, someone strong enough to help now, but young enough to stay for years. That is the real reason Konate is back on the table. 2. Konate fits a possible Mourinho project. Konate also makes sense because of the Mourinho question. If Florentino Perez wins the election and brings Jose Mourinho back, Madrid would need defenders who are ready for hard games right away. Mourinho teams are not built on soft centre-backs. They need defenders who can win duels, protect the box, and handle ugly moments when the game turns into a fight. Look at the defenders Mourinho has trusted before. At Chelsea, he had John Terry and Ricardo Carvalho. At Inter Milan, Mourinho trusted Lucio and Walter Samuel, 2 centre-backs who were strong, aggressive, and built for knockout football. At Real Madrid, he used Sergio Ramos and Pepe, 2 defenders who were as tough as nails. That is the type of defender Mourinho has always liked. Konate fits that idea. He is big, he is fast, he is strong in duels. He would look like a defender signed for immediate results. If Mourinho comes back, the project may not wait for everyone to develop slowly. It would need power now. And Konate gives Madrid exactly that. 3. Madrid now have the bargaining power. This is where the deal became easier for Madrid. Earlier in the season, Liverpool still had control. They were still trying to renew him, and Fabrizio summed it up perfectly. They left the conversation with agent and player because they didn't want to disrespect Liverpool after what happened with Trent Alexander-Arnold, he explained on YouTube. The 2 clubs share a very good relationship, and so that's why Real Madrid left the conversation. But now the situation has changed. Konate has made it clear that his Liverpool chapter is ending. That removes some of his leverage. He still has value, of course, but Madrid are no longer chasing a player who might renew tomorrow. They are negotiating with a player who needs the right next step. So Madrid do not have to beg. They can wait, they can control the numbers, they can make the offer feel like a chance, not a favour. That is why this move became more attractive now. Konate is still a top defender, but Madrid are no longer buying from a position of weakness, they are negotiating from strength. 4. Madrid need a defender who can survive open space. The next reason is speed. Madrid do not defend like a small team. They do not sit deep for 90 minutes and wait for the game to end. They attack with numbers, their fullbacks push forward, their midfielders jump into advanced areas. Their forwards stay high because Madrid want to hurt teams, not hide from them. That creates a clear problem. When Madrid lose the ball, their centre-backs can be left alone in huge spaces. This is where Konate fits. He is not just a big defender, he is one of the fastest centre-backs in elite football. In Champions League speed data, Konate was clocked at 34.54 km per hour. Only Mickey van der Ven at 35.11 km per hour and Eder Militao at 34.61 km per hour were faster among the standout centre-backs in the ranking. Some centre-backs are good when the game is slow. Konate is built for games that become wild. He can chase runners, he can cover the channel, he can step out to win a duel, then still recover if the ball goes behind him. He will let Madrid attack with more freedom because they know there is a defender behind the play who can actually catch danger before it becomes disaster. 5. The French connection. Another reason Konate makes sense is the dressing room. This is not the main reason Madrid want him, but it still matters. When a player joins Real Madrid, talent is not enough. The pressure is different, the media is different, the dressing room is full of stars. Every mistake becomes a headline. Some players need time just to breathe in that environment. Konate would not be alone. He has shared that dressing room with players like Mbappe, Tchouaméni, Camavinga and Mendy at national level. That gives him a natural connection inside the squad before he even plays his first match. That does not mean the move would be easy. Real Madrid is still Real Madrid, but it makes the first step smoother. He would have players around him who speak the same language, understand the same football culture and know what kind of person he is. That can help him settle faster, especially in a position where communication is everything. Centre-backs cannot hide. They have to talk, they have to organise, they have to build trust with the goalkeeper, the fullbacks and the midfielders in front of them. So the French connection is not just a nice side detail. It can help Konate adapt to the squad, the pressure and the defensive system faster. For Madrid, that lowers the risk. They would not just be signing a strong defender, they would be signing a strong defender who is already known in the dressing room. 6. Chemistry at the back. Konate also makes sense because of Trent Alexander-Arnold. If Trent is part of Madrid's new right side, then Konate already knows how he plays. That matters more than people think. A right back and a right centre back need trust. They have to move together. If the right back pushes high, the centre back has to cover the space behind him. If the centre back steps forward, the right back has to know when to drop. If the opponent counters down that side, both players must react fast. That kind of timing can take months to build. Konate and Trent already have part of it. They played together at Liverpool. They know each other's habits. Konate knows Trent likes to move forward, play risky passes and attack space. Trent knows Konate has the speed and power to cover behind him. For Madrid, that is useful. They would not just be signing one defender, they may be rebuilding a right-side partnership that already worked at a high level. That matters because Madrid's new team will have a lot of attacking stars. Someone has to protect the space they leave behind. Konate can do that. He can give Trent more freedom to attack without leaving Madrid too exposed. So this is not only about friendship or familiarity, it is about function. Madrid could get a defender who already understands one of their biggest new pieces. If this breakdown helped, hit like, subscribe and tell us if Madrid should really trust Konate as their next defensive answer. Because this move is not just about one centre-back. It could tell us where Madrid's whole project is going next and who gets left behind when he arrives. It's here. The Goal 90 Mastery Mat has landed. Built for the next generation of footballers. More control, faster feet, sharper confidence. With the Goal 90 app, every session is guided, every touch has purpose. Train at home, train every day. Level up in just 20 minutes. Launch offer is live. 30% off, plus free worldwide shipping. Don't miss the drop. Order now at Goal 90 Shop. It's here. The Goal 90 Mastery Mat has landed. Built for the next generation of footballers. More control, faster feet, sharper confidence. With the Goal 90 app, every session is guided, every touch has purpose. Train at home, train every day. Level up in just 20 minutes. Launch offer is live. 30% off, plus free worldwide shipping. Don't miss the drop. Order now at Goal 90 Shop.